Hi, my name is Tarek. I'm a co-founder at Bayzat and the chief commercial officer there. In light of some of the challenges that we faced in COVID, we just wanted to circle back and share our views in terms of people and culture. I think the most important thing right now is effective communication, and that really starts with being completely and openly transparent. I think you have to make a decision as an organization. Are you going to be one that hides behind the difficult conversations or brings them to the forefront, no matter how challenging they are, and is open with their team? I think now more than ever, teams are curious and wondering where they stand, and being open and transparent with them on the health of the company. What are some of the risks? What are the knowns? What are the unknowns? May in the short term create a little bit of anxiety for the team, but in the medium to long term will create trust between you and your organization. The second key component of communication is how you're communicating. What we've tried to do and has led to good results is increase drastically the frequency of our communication, both an organization level and an individual level. So as a leader, having town halls, on a weekly basis, if they were monthly, and then having those town halls not only be one-way dialogues, but creating a forum where people can ask questions, whether they're anonymous or not, is up to you. But ask questions to ask the uncomfortable topics to come to the forefront. So going back to kind of the transparency item earlier, and then in terms of one-on-ones, drastically spending more time as a leader in one-on-ones at the lower level of the organization will help really give you a feel of what's going on, what's on people's minds, what is the health of the organization from a morale and engagement perspective. So communicating transparently, communicating using the right methods, and then increasing the frequency when it comes to communication is critical. Another critical aspect of any leader's job right now is really motivating the team. And everybody requires a different approach in terms of driving them forward. But one thing that we can say uniformly across the board is these are tough times for most organizations. And there's a plethora of negative news and negative conversations and dialogues happening en masse. And that can negatively impact, as a result, people's mindsets. So as an organization, as a leader, really kind of the core thing right now is understanding what is the mindset of my company and what is the mindset of each individual within the organization. Because if people operate under a negative mindset, it's going to be very difficult for them to get motivated and excited about the future. And the reality is, no matter what organization you're in, if we look hard enough, there's potentially opportunities that COVID has accelerated, and being able to see those opportunities are going to be very difficult if people are in a negative mindset. So that's where I would spend most of my time as a leader, and that's what we're doing at Bayzat. And the way we're doing that is really having much more in-depth one-on-one dialogues to understand how people are feeling at home, how people are feeling at the office space, what are they worried about, allowing them to vocalize it, and really creating a forum for them to address what they're worried about so they can switch from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. And that in turn drives motivation at an individual level, and then by tackling that individually, that starts to build momentum at a company level.